Hey, what's up guys? Cloud of Truth here, bringing you all some more Battlefield 3, and today I've got a double feature for you guys. The first one's going to be a round of rush attack on Sharkey Peninsula, and then the second game is going to be a round of rush defense on Demavon Peak. These are both very good gameplays. I think you'll see the end score from the second match, in which I was playing against some very good players, very high-ranked players. So, hope you guys will enjoy the gameplay, and I am using Recon class in both of these gameplays, and I'll be using the Spaz 12 with slug rounds as well, and this is my favorite class, Recon, to run my favorite gun, the Spaz with slugs. And if you are looking for a weapon in which you want to run across all kits, I would recommend the Spaz 12 with slug rounds, especially for rush maps. Rush maps generally have a more close quarters oriented engagements, whereas conquest maps, especially like the Karg Island and the Operation Firestorm, the playable area is so huge that your engagements are going to be more range, whereas on rush, for the most part, now this is not true with all maps, but a lot of rush maps, the playable area is much smaller, more close quarters oriented, because you are fighting over those two MCOMs as opposed to the whole map where you're trying to capture flags on Conquest. Now, you can use the Spaz with slug rounds, obviously, on something like Metro Conquest or Bazaar or Sane. It works pretty well on, but for the most part, I would stick to rush maps when using the Spaz with slug rounds if you want to use it across all kits. If you want to be that go-to guy for the spawn beacon, or need to take out a vehicle with support, or play the medic, it's a really good gun to use on these rush maps. The other thing I want to mention before getting into the topic is that Armored Kill is very close. It is only a couple days away, well, probably a little bit under a week right now. Comes out September 4th, I believe, for the PlayStation 3 Premium members, and then it'll be out the next week, September 11th, for the PC and Xbox 360 Premium members. So very, very soon, this Armored Kill is going to come out. I'm pretty excited for it, very interested to see a lot of these tank superiority game modes, use the Tank Destroyer, these new maps. I'm very excited overall. I think it'll finally put a new spice back into Battlefield 3, where a lot of people feel that close quarters was really a letdown. They want something new. I think Armored Kill will really kind of, I don't know, kind of restore that enjoyment for the game once again. But go ahead and talk about the main topic for today, which has to involve DICE. Yes, DICE again. I know I did previous commentary not too long ago talking about DICE and my thoughts on the August premium content drop, and I really want to thank you guys for your comments, your support on that video. I love seeing so many comments on videos like that, because I'm only one person who really only thinks in one way. I mean, I try to understand, where people are coming from, why they make certain decisions, but sometimes it's just hard. That's just, maybe it's kind of how I'm wired, just kind of how I think. And you guys, there's such a broad audience out there that you guys have different opinions, different approaches, different thought processes towards topics like the August content drop for premium members, and it really allows me to see maybe a different perspective that I really didn't think of anymore, or just a different appreciation, or just an understanding of kind of what DICE is doing, or just in general when it comes to any topic. So once again, I want to thank you guys a lot for your comments and feedback on that video. But in this commentary, I'm going to be talking about the patches for Battlefield 3. Now, as of right now, there have been 3 main patches, I believe. In December, we had one, in March, and then in June, and then only less than a week from now, there'll be another one in September, which will make a total of 4 patches for Battlefield 3. That is a pretty good number of patches, considering this game has not even been out a year. I mean, that's not bad. Obviously, a lot of people would like to see DICE maybe patch this game more regularly in small increments, as opposed to saving it for the release of the DLCs in these 2 and 3 month gaps, except for the March patch, which there was no DLC at the time to be released with it. And a lot of people, whenever these patches come out, DICE change a lot of things, and people have to get used to that. Have to get changed, whether it be a weapon change, or like a vehicle gameplay changes, or some kind of game mechanic. You have to get used to it. And what I want to ask you guys is, in your opinion, has DICE overpatched this game? Have they, this is not the main reason why people get turned off this game, but has some of these patches kind of, I don't know, maybe just turned you off to Battlefield 3? Has maybe, some people have left the game because of these patches? Because sometimes, especially when the March patch came out, the March patch was the biggest, I believe it was 3 or 4 pages worth of patch notes, which is a lot of changes in this game. And people, when they, after downloading and playing the game after the March patch, it was just like everything was different. Everything was changed, and they hated it. Absolutely hated it. Did not ever want to come back to Battlefield 3. They're like, oh, DICE has ruined this game, it's no longer good or anything like that. And for some people, that happens almost every single patch. They hate it when DICE patches these games, because like, why? Why does DICE have to mess with it? And that's where you guys come in. Once again, do you guys think these patches that DICE are doing, are they ruining this game? Are they making you frustrated because you're having to refigure out game mechanics or weapons? What's the next, best weapon? Uh-oh, here's a new glitch that's found, things like that. Or, when these patches come out, are you enjoying the changes that are being made and the kind of, I don't know, I'm not going to call it adventure in a sense, but the trial of new guns that, DICE has given a buff to. Something I don't even know. Like, this upcoming patch, it's rumored they're going to give that M416 the buff, and a lot of people are probably going to use that gun. So, is something like that, do you guys enjoy that? When DICE patches things, because you enjoy trying to, figure out new things, oh, what's the best new gun, or something like that? Because I'm sure some people actually enjoy it. Now, as far as me personally, I can see what DICE is trying to do with these patches. I know they're trying to fix a lot of different aspects about this game. It's just such a vast and huge game, and I think, honestly, I think they really just did not test it enough. They did not put it through enough trials to understand, the weapons, the balance of them, how to balance vehicles, how to balance explosives, and things like that. I think if they had just done a little bit more testing, things would have turned out all right in the first place, and they wouldn't have to keep patching this game. But I do think that these patches are helping this game overall for the most part. Now, there are some things that DICE changes that I kind of just scratch my head and just, why? Why DICE? I don't get it. Now, maybe they have a good reason for it that I just don't know about. But sometimes I really just do not understand why DICE makes some of the changes that they do. So, I hope you guys did enjoy this commentary and the gameplay. Some pretty good rounds with the Spaz 12 with slug rounds. And also, leave your comments below as far as what you guys thought about this commentary. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and be on the lookout for Armored Kill very soon within the next week or so. I'll be trying to get you guys a lot of gameplay, and I'll talk to you later. Have a great day, guys. Bye.